Let's go through everything about the Katherine Knight case, 2000 Australia, in detail, including whether it was solved. The Katherine Knight case, Australia 2000. Katherine Knight was born in 1955 in New South Wales, Australia. She had a troubled childhood, exposed to abuse and violence. As an adult, she became known for being violent in her relationships and had a long history of domestic abuse against multiple partners. Despite this, she managed to maintain a somewhat normal social image in her community. In the late 1990s, Katherine began a relationship with John Charles Thomas Price, a well-liked father of 3. Their relationship was turbulent and filled with arguments. By early 2000, John Price had ended things with Knight, but she became increasingly obsessive. Friends and co-workers warned him about her violent past, but he tried to keep the peace for the sake of his children. On February 29, 2000, after a fight, Katherine filmed a chilling video of John Price, where he told friends that if anything happened to him, it would be because of her. That night, Price returned home. Knight later arrived, and the two had sex. Early in the morning of March 1, 2000, Katherine stabbed John Price 37 times while he slept. He tried to escape but collapsed before reaching the front door. What made this case infamous worldwide was what Katherine did next. After killing Price, she skinned his body and hung the skin from a meat hook in the living room. She then decapitated him and attempted to cook parts of his body with vegetables and gravy, preparing it as a meal intended for Price's children, though they never ate it. Police later found his head in a pot on the stove. This level of brutality shocked even seasoned investigators and remains one of the most horrific crimes in Australian history. Knight was arrested the next morning after she was found unconscious from an overdose of pills, an apparent suicide attempt. She was charged with murder. At her trial in October 2001, she pleaded guilty to the murder. Katherine Knight was sentenced to life imprisonment without parole, making her the first woman in Australian history to receive this sentence. She is currently serving her time at the Silverwater Women's Correctional Centre in New South Wales. Was it solved? Yes, it was solved. There was no mystery about the killer. Katherine Knight admitted her guilt. The brutality of the crime left no doubt about what happened. This case is not an unsolved mystery like some of the other ones, for example, Black Dahlia, JonBenet Ramsey. It is fully documented and closed, though it remains infamous due to its sheer horror. Summary: Katherine Knight's 2000 murder of John Price was solved quickly and decisively. She became the first woman in Australia to be sentenced to life in prison without parole, and she remains incarcerated today.